This is Fuzzy Wingman, and this is the 12th and going to be the final battle. I will be repeating a mission that's been done several times now, well, 2 times, which is the Disrupt supply line. But the reason I'm doing it again is because Team Tempestus will be the attacker, and if Team Tempestus loses this match, they lose the campaign, and if Team Tempestus wins this match, they win the campaign. So it literally comes down to whoever wins this battle wins the campaign. And so that pretty much makes it of this is all or nothing. So let's just jump right on into it. Defender just gets to set up their objectives. We're going to have the defender be this side. Might as well have Team Adept continue its tradition of being over here. So the defender's deployment zone is only 3 inches from there, and they can place their objectives anywhere in there. But they have to be 6 inches from each other and 6 inches from the edge of the field and in the deployment zone. So I can put one about right there. Okay. Oh boys, they can't really put it there like they would like. Kind of is forced to be this triangle, isn't it? There's not many places you can place them and be within 6 inches of each other. Alright, that's the best they're going to get. This will be, unfortunately, not the best for Team Adept. Because they would love to have it behind more of these covers, but they can't. But they think they might be able to at least split the blob squad of Team Tempestus this way. So now they have to roll off to see who's going to put the first model out. So 5, 7, so Team Adept wins. I'm pretty sure that means Team Tempestus places their first model. Yep. Oh. And that's a 5-inch deployment, right? Yep, they have 5 inches. There. Team Adept. You know what? I'm going to make sure he has pretty damn good sight lines. I'm just going to have to make sure where Team Adept can go. This Team Tempestus pretty much already has their strategy. They just turtle their way to victory. Alright. I'm going to place him about right here for now. Hero will do his best to kind of hide. Yeah, he's going to be about over here. Good old Gaius. Yeah, he's going to be here. He's going to surprise someone. Hello, Matt. You know, he's going to be over here. He's going to try to survive for as long as he can. Where's their new commander leader? Yeah, you can see. There he is. All decked out. Anyway. You know what? He's gonna be peeking around the corner. line of sight and he gets covered. Okay. Roll TI right there because, you know, keep the blob going. He will help defend against the blob. Sure, there we are. All right. Let's get things ready. Before they start, Team Adept will spend their 1 command point to move him forward. He's just going to try to stop the blob squad from moving forward. Just basically get in their way. I need to remember something. The attacker, they can remove those things once they go forward. So let's see who goes first. Who has the initiative? Hey, Team Adept has the initiative. So they'll ready Marcus up. And Gaius. No, not Gaius. Cassius. And their new commander, who I think his name's Cato, will go. Ready up as well. You know what? He's going to make sure that they have to go through him as well. Matt will just kind of get up there. Sidonus will pop up there. And Nero come along for a little peppering. Because, hey, they might as well if they have full view of everyone. Now, what kind of views do they have? Oh. They only barely have anything over there. And now what about... Oh. Thought he had a good range, but he only can really see these 3. Well, because that's a decent kind of setup, Team Tempestus is just gonna ready the fuck up. And can I balance this one? It's kind of hard to mark the person in the center. There we go. Top of the shooting orders go to... She's going to give it to Ryan for bring it down. They're also going to actually spend their 2 command points for what's decisive strike? No. Decisive shot, which means they get to shoot before anyone else is eligible to shoot, and they'll make Ryan do that. Team Adept is only at 1 command point, so they can't spend to counter that. So Ryan will fire at Marcus, right? Let's see here. Yeah, Marcus has more people he could spread to, so firing at Marcus, Ferristine will add to his hit rolls. Marcus is not really obscure to Ryan, so it's 2s to hit with that add-on, and he's got the bring it down, so it's a lot of reroll 1s. 2 hits, 2s to wound, because he's overcharging, 2 wounds. 2 5-up saves for Marcus, because he's the veteran guy. Well, he has no abilities to really reroll those. So, damage 2, so we get to roll 2 dice for the, ooh, it's just a flesh wound. I can't reroll that. So, flesh wound. That doesn't help them. who's firing next. You know what? Cassius will fire next. His main target will be her. Yeah, his main target will be her. I think that's like Malia. So the question is how many shots? Is it 2? But I'm pretty sure he can re-roll. I'll just need to double check on my notes. Yes, he can re-roll this. So he's re-rolling. 4. That will be better. He's going to put 2 in her, 2 in her, because he wants to suppress those 2, because those are the ones he can see. So I'll put the my little suppress kind of notifications here. So first the 2 on Malia. She's out in the open, so that's 3s to hit. 2 hits. Strength 4, so 3s to wound. Failed to wound. Wow. The 2 on Ferristine. She's blocked by a whole bunch of her teammates, so it's 4s to hit. Well, he at least suppressed them, but that's not going to help. Because Quintilla is not suppressed, she's going to fire into Marcus. Double tap, 3s to hit. She's part of the skill team, so she gets to re-roll that. So 2 hits, 5s to wound. Whew, snake eyes. Which is not good because now Marcus just fires right back into them. His main target will be Malia. How many shots? 3 attacks. He will dare to spend their command point to re-roll that. Because now he has 6. So which targets does he want to spray these to? You know what? He's just going to go down the line and he's just going to put 1 on every single model and hope he kills one of them. So, first turn, he fails to wound. Since they automatically hit, so he doesn't roll to hit. Strength 4, so it's 3s to wound on Ryan. Failed to wound. Oh, he gets other rerolls. I need to check that. Okay. He can reroll 1 wound roll, so he's going to reroll the one on Ryan. So he successfully wounded Ryan. Ryan gets his armor save. Ryan failed his armor save. The medic can give her abilities. 6 up, he doesn't care. 6 up, so he's good. Now the hit on Ferristine. Failed to wound. He can't do any more rerolls anymore. Quintilla. Wounds. Armor save. Failed. Medic ability, 6 up. Ooh, it's only a 5. So now he goes to the injury roll. It's 2 because of the medic ability. He has to select the lowest, which is a 4. Oh, to him, she's not obscured. But she's diehard, so it's -1 anyway. I forgot about that. So she takes a flesh wound. Right. They're really hard to kill. They're really fucking hard to kill. And now, the hit on Cyndia, whatever her name is, wounds, armor save. Failed again. 6 up medic ability. Failed. So, injury roll. 2 6s, so that takes her out of action. And now the one on the medic. This could be important. Hit wounds. 4 up armor. She failed her armor save. 6 up ability. Oh, 6 up ability made. That was close. They're still in bad shape, though. Since a lot of them have already been taken out. Alright. Back to basically just the rest of Team Tempestus shooting. Somalia is going to fire into him. She is shaken. So it's 4s to hit from her. 2 hits. 5s to wound. 1 wound on Marcus. Marcus actually gets a 4 up save from this. You rolled a 1 anyway, with no rerolls. So, it's an injury roll. So, she actually adds 1 because he's already injured. So, he's taken out of action. So, they've switched off on that. And she can just say she doesn't care about being shaken anymore. Might as well do Ferristine's shaken shot at him. She's shooting through people, so... Well, I guess the question is, are the people blocking? Oh, hell yeah, they're blocking. So it's 5s to hit, unless it's long range. It's not long range, so 5s to hit. So she whiffed, as kind of to be expected from someone who's suppressed. Raltia is gonna... Yeah. She's gonna take her 2 shots against him. 4s to hit because people are obscuring. 1 hit. 5 to wound. It wounds. He takes his 5-up armor save. He failed. He's not part of the lucky team, so injury roll. So that's 2. He takes a flesh wound. She has the shot. And he's not really obscured, so it's just long range. So 4 to hit. Whiff anyway. Alright, she's going to fire 2 shots. Not obscured, so 3s to hit. Both hit. 5s to wound. 1 wound. So 1 5-up save. He failed again. Another injury roll. 2. He's now at 2 wounds. Let's see here. Well, he could do spread damage, so she's just gonna fire to him. 3s to hit. 1 hit. 5s to wound. Failed to wound. Man, I was all over the place on that roll. Well, he could see her, so... Oh. Even though he's got that super long range weapon, it's still long range for him. And I gotta make sure... Oh, she is obscured. So long range and obscured. Yeah, that's gonna be 5s to hit. Well, he hits. 3 to wound. Fails to wound. Oh, he was ready. He could have fired much earlier. Well, turns out it didn't matter because he missed. So, back to people shooting. Nero's going to take his 2 shots. Pretty positive, 2. Yeah. He's going to take his 2 shots into her. She's obscured, so 4s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves for her. Made 1. Failed 1. 6-up medic ability. She only rolled a 5. Other medic ability, he's got to roll 2 dice, so she only takes a flesh wound. So lots of flesh wounds happening in there for Team Tempestus. That's not good. He's fired. Stonis doesn't have a shot. Matt doesn't have a shot, so Gaius... No one's obscured, so he's just going to fire his bolter right into her. She's already wounded. He's going to try to take her out. He does actually have to take into account his flesh wound, so he's 4s to hit. So he gets 1 hit, 3 to wound. Does actually wound. She gets her 4-up armor. She failed it. She gets the 6-up medic ability. She failed it. Now... So this gets added 1 from her current wound, but subtracted 1 from her diehard, so it's just another flesh wound. So she's at 2 flesh wounds. Because Team Tempestus is hard to kill. So that's everyone who fired, who can fire. So let's start removing the multitude of markers here. Now, morale. Team Adept started with 7 models. They have 1 injured and 1 out of action, so they don't have to do a break test, but he does need to roll a morale check. He passed. These guys have basically 3 out of 9, so they're 33%. They don't need to do a break test. For morale, though, do they even really need to roll? No, she has so many people around her, she's not going to fail. So, basically, morale phase done. Round 2. Now, who has the initiative? 7-3, so it's Team Tempestus with the initiative. Hope you could see this pretty well in here. There's a lot of models now in this little corridor. And she's actually just going to straight up declare charge against him. Because, you know, why not? He gets his Overwatch. He whiffed. She gets her charge distance. That's in. She's in melee there. Just to screw with things. Team Adept. Ready. Cassius readies. Nero actually has to move to get in view. So Donus will ready up. He can at least shoot at someone. And Matt's just going to sit there. He's going to basically let... he doesn't think moving forward will help since he will get shot up too. Actually, he thinks he might as well... Well, no, he'll let them do the work. And now Team Tempestus will spend 1 command point to ready up Ryan. And then top of shooting phase, she will give the orders for Ryan, bring it down, as usual. Ferristine will add to his shots as he will shoot into Cassius. Cassius is out in the open for him, so 2s to hit, overcharged. Both hit. 2s to wound, reroll 1s, both wound. So Cassius has 2 6-up saves. He failed them. He was wondering if he should try to spend command points to reroll. He won't. He will take faith that they will do a poor... They didn't do a poor injury roll. So Ryan has fired. Kato can really only see her, so he's going to shoot into her. This time he should have the double tap. I don't know why I'm going to measure, because this is his range for double tap. It's extremely large. So 2 shots. How obscured? No, it's any line from him. Come on. There's got to be... Really? Alright, even from like his kind of edge thing, this part is always blocking at least part of her. So still 4s to hit. Doesn't matter. He got 2 hits. 3's the wound. 1 wound. That's going to be rough, since that's a 5-up save for her. She obviously failed it. Not going to spend the command point because there's really no point. 6-up save from the medic. Obviously failed. 2 dice. 1 there, so. Just an injury. A lot of injuries. They're not close to that objective yet. This objective is... The objective part of this is probably going to be what ends up taking them out. So he's fired, and now the next person who's ready to fire is that's Sedonis. He can only see her anyway. Don't think I need to check to see how well he can see her. Not really well. 4's to hit. He gets 1 hit. 3 to wound. He wounds. She gets her 4-up armor. She failed it. 6-up save. Failed it. Injury roll. Ooh, that's successfully out of action. But now firing back. They don't have many targets, do they? Ferristine will fire into Nero. He's out in the open, so 3's to hit. Both hit. 5's to wound. No wounds. Nero is actually going to shoot into Raltia. She is, I think, obscured to him because of Ferristine. So 4's to hit. Both hit anyway. 3's to wound. Both wound. 4-up armor. Failed both of them. We'll spend a command point to at least reroll 1 of these in hopes that I only have to do 1. Oof. Okay. 2 6-up saves. Failed them. So. Oh. He took Ralti out of action. This is bad for Team Tempestus. Really bad. Forgetting her name, but she's going to shoot into Nero. 3's to hit. She's part of the lucky team. Our skilled team, so she rolls that. It's a hit, at least, but it's probably not going to wound. Hey, it wounded! And watch Nero pull a badass. Nope, he didn't. They have some command points, so they'll re-roll that. And he made it worse, so, they actually get to roll an injury roll. And it's just a flesh wound on him. Everyone else on Team Adept is fired, so it's a question of who else can fire at things. Amazingly, she actually has a shot on him. He's obscured and 3 wounds. Whew, that's 6's to hit. Thankfully, not wrong. So she's going to give it a shot because, why not? 6's to hit. Wow, so close. She whiffed. The other model can't see anything, so she won't bother. So we move on to actually fight phase. She actually gets 3 attacks. 3's to hit. Well, 2 hits. 5's to wound. She actually gets a wound, but, it's a 3-up armor save for him, so they have a command point, they'll spend it, because that would be actually out of action for him. So he passed now. Gets 1 attack back. He's wounded now, so he's 4 to hit. He hits. 3 to wound. Fails to wound. And then you just womp womp. Not much there. And that's shooting. Alright, for Team Adept, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so both teams are doing a break test. So I might as well just roll break test at the same time. 8, 6. The 6 clearly passes, and the 8 just barely passes. Yeah, if he was out of action, they would have failed. So no one's broken, but we have to do still some leadership checks. That's a pass for him. Pass for him. She has so many models around her that she'll pass. So no one's actually going to fail their break tests or their morale checks. So that's good. Turn 3. This is looking bleak for Team Tempestus. Okay, they managed to roll the exact same result. All right, Team Tempestus gets to go. They have the initiative. She's going to ready up. All right, yeah, I have some ideas. And then for Team Adept, ready. He realizes if he falls back, he's got nothing, and nothing can really shoot at her except maybe Nero. And even then, that doesn't deny her ability in this turn. It might only help later, kind of thing. So he's just going to ready up. He's going to shoot her with the pistol. Sidonus will ready up. Nero will just kind of continue following them from behind. All right, they both went up by 2 command points. But at the end of movement phase, Team Tempestus will spend a command point to make Ryan readied up as usual. And now we will go straight on to orders. She'll give Ryan bring it down. Ferristine will add to his shot rolls, and he will fire into Sidonus. 2s to hit, reroll 1s, overcharged. So 2 hits. 2s to wound, reroll 1s, reroll 1s. So 2 wounds. Poor Sidonus has 2 6-up saves. He made 1, failed 1. He hasn't gone the lucky part yet, but he'll spend a command point. And he'll try. He didn't do well enough. Damage 2. Damn, they're spending a command point. They needed... Oh my god. It's like the first time where they just can't put anyone down. Now who gets to go next? Kato will just try to kill her. 3s to hit. Snake Eyes. He'll spend the command point to reroll 1 of those. It hits. 3 to wound. It wounds. She only has a 5-up save. She failed it. Not even going to do an injury roll because even if it's a flesh wound, she's out of action. So he's fired. Now she'll fire her hotshot las pistol. 3 to hit. Whiff. Matt is going to shoot at her because she has no flesh wounds on her. 3s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. Only 1 wound. 1 4-up save. She's part of the lucky team. Oh, they finally had a decent save. Team Adept doesn't have anyone else readied, so Sidonus, he's just going to shoot into Ryan. He just got shot, and he doesn't like that. 2 hits, 3s to wound. 1 wound. Ryan gets a 4-up armor. He failed it with no rerolls and no medic abilities. So, flesh wound roll. Okay. Ryan takes a flesh wound. And now, Gaius, 4 to hit. He hits. 3 to wound. Wounds. She gets her 4-up armor. Failed it like I've been all these times. And that's out of action. Damn. So Ferristein's going to shoot into Nero before he shoots. Hoping to take him out. 3's to hit. Dear God. Well, Nero's just going to probably kill her. Yep, because he's got 2 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds. 2 4-ups. And barely making any of these. She made 1, but she still failed 1, so... Yep, he took her out of action. Okay, she's just going to fire 2 shots into him because he's already got flesh wound and she's trying to at least get this model out of here. 3's to hit. Oh, 2 hits. 5's to wound. Hey, 1 wound. 5-up armor. He failed it. No reroll, so an injury roll. He takes another flesh wound, but that's, he's less effective now. Oh, there's still 1 more person to shoot. Her. She will shoot at Nero. 4's to hit. She's part of the skill team, so she gets to reroll that 1. Alright, failed to hit. Nero's fired. Everyone's fired. Everyone's doing a break test. They passed 7 because their leader's out. They are now broken, so they're in bad shape. But first, morale check on Team Adept. Pass. Nero. Pass. Sedonis. Pass. Well, let's try Ryan. He's important. Failed. And because there's no medic... no Ferristein anymore. He just automatically becomes shaken. She rolls. She has her, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That becomes an 8. So there's no way she can pass. The only way you can pass, these guys can pass, is they roll 1. Failed. Oh, this is bad for Team Tempestus. And we go on to round 4. Can they even do anything? Well, we'll see what happens here in a moment. They're going to try because, if they give up, they fail. So, who gets the initiative? I don't know why I even roll because they can't do anything. So, going there. Jonas is going over here. Going right there. Not really measuring because everyone just lights up and they're going to see what they could do. So first we'll start with him shooting into her. 3's to hit. With, technically they're at 2 command points. They're at 1. They're not going to reroll anyway since they think enough shots will happen anyway. Gaius will take 2 shots. 4's to hit because he's wounded. 1 hit. 3 to wound. Fails to wound, actually. Matt will take 2 shots at her. He's skilled, so he gets to reroll that one. He's still whiffed. They're shooting at people who literally are just sitting there shaken, frozen in fear, and they can't do anything. Nero will shoot into Ryan because he doesn't want Ryan to shoot him back later. That's 2 hits. It's only 1 wound. Ryan gets his 4-up armor. He's part of the lucky team, so he gets to re-roll that. And he rolled a 6. He actually saved it. His armor still is good. Sidonis doesn't like being shot at by that too, so... he's wounded, so 4's to hit. 2 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds. Poor Ryan. He's probably not going to make these. Gets to re-roll one of those. Failed them both anyway. Still 1 injury roll. He actually subtracts 1 because he's diehard as well. But add 1 for other wound, but still. Either way, he only goes up to 2 wounds. So, that's firing. We'll move on to morale, where they will spend their 1 command point to automatically make her pass her morale check. So she's automatically passed. Now I roll for her. Pretty sure that's still a fail. Well, she's got 2 around her. That would become a 6. She actually passes. Holy shit. Ryan fails. They have 2 models now they're on it, so they actually hold this objective. Team Adept has to roll. They are broken now. So they actually have to start rolling morale. Nero. 2, I'm pretty sure that's a pass. That's a fail, but because he's a Space Marine, he re-rolls. 7, so he still passes. Matt passes. Failed, re-roll because he's a Space Marine. We actually have a shaken model here from Team Adept. And then he passes because he is already leadership 8, so he actually needed a 6 to fail. So we're going on to round 5. Who has the initiative? And looks like Team Adept. Alright, they're going to do the smart thing and have Nero declare a charge against her to lock her up so she can't shoot at people on objectives. She gets her Overwatch. She doesn't get any hits. And then his charge roll, he's in. And then these 3 will ready up. And Team Tempestus will ready up her. So first things first, he's just going to shoot into her because he could take her out, and that will pretty much put an end to Team Tempestus' ability. He doesn't hit, though. He won't re-spend command points because the odds weren't good anyway. And now she will fire into Sidonis. Her team is broken, and she has 1 wound. So it's 5s to hit. She gets a hit. Not going to re-roll just yet. They'll hold on to that command point potentially by spending it now. Well, now they're in bad shape. Sidonis will fire. Oh, I think after turn 4 I was supposed to roll to see if the game ended. Yes, on turn 4 I was supposed to roll to see if the game ended. It would have failed. So, technically it ended. So, weep. It ended before any movements or anything. So it ended like this. Team Tempestus actually holds an objective and gets 3 there. And then 1 for 1 command victory point for breaking the other team. So they would be at 4 points. Team Adept has 2 objectives, which are 3 points each. So that would be 6, plus the 1 from breaking their team. So Team Adept wins by 3. So Team Adept wins the campaign. We're still going to roll for deaths, though. So we'll see if the campaign also ends with a lot of dead people. So that's a shame. I kind of been rooting for Team Tempestus all this time. Alright, death rolls. Alright, welcome to the death rolls. First we gotta see if all these models that were injured even have to make a roll. So starting with Gaius. Gaius is okay. He will survive the campaign. Sidonus. Sidonus was new and survived. Nero, you've been around for a while. You survived. Most of Team Adept survived. We'll see how Team Tempestus does. Oh, of course. Hey, Ryan will live. So that means at least 2 of Team Tempestus will be here in the end. So now we start rolling the actual death roll. Cassius. Oh, subtract 1 from the plasmas. Cassius will end up being dead. He didn't make it through the whole campaign. He passed away. Marcus. Oh, that's unfortunate. We've now got even more models dead. The campaign is done and more are dead. More will have to be mourned for. Whew, she would actually be put into covalence, which doesn't matter for this, but I'll mark it. She didn't do too hot. Ferristine. Ferristine lived. Quintilla. Hey. That would have been an experience if she was specialist that needed experience. Regia. Oh. Dead. We already have 3. And 1 that was out. This would have been horrible if the game continued, because this is a lot of death already. She survived. Raltia. Whew. 7. All right. So, of course, 3 dead, but only 3. I don't have a ridiculous amount of death. But still, that's the end of this campaign. I will continue to do battles, just they won't be campaign. I might not name all the characters. That way I can introduce different models. But I won't have as much of a cadence as I've been doing with the campaign. So if you notice, this campaign was every 2 weeks. The other ones will be a little bit more sparse, but they will be there in the future. So there'll be different armies and different things. And I just have to take care of some of those logistics. Like, honestly, before the next time, I kind of want to paint some more terrain. Just to make everything look beautiful. So until next time, have a fabulous day, everybody.